it's your girl Leslie. So today guys, I know I haven't been really updating this story, but I am still reading A Box of Kittens, Black Butler Cats, ex-modern reader. Guys, I'm still reading this. The author's still uploading. She's uploading probably daily. There's more chapter to this than it was before, so yay. And I haven't read the new chapters, but I've already read like half of the book, not all of it though. But anyways, no spoilers. Anyways, guys, I'm reading probably just chapter 10 or 11. I don't know. I haven't read this in a while because I've been quite busy and really stressed out, and I just didn't have the time to read, or my mind just didn't let me. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoy this. I know my voice is a little bit strained. I apologize. I will try my best to read as happily as I can. And the background noise is the AC in my fan because it's like really hot. And yeah, it's been kind of like a stressful week. It's been some stressful weeks. So I did cosplay yesterday and before yesterday, so you guys can go check out my TikTok account, Perfect Squad 126. I will put it in the description down below, the link. And I also put my Instagram link, and I'm going to put my Nemo down there too, just to let you guys know. And guys, you guys can go download a Nemo, and you guys can go have fun in a Nemo or whatever. I joined a lot of communities, so I joined like the community Creepypasta, a lot of communities. All I can really put is Lovely Leslie 12. You'll find me there. You guys can also find me in Sony Sketch, FNAF, Bendy Lang Machine, and all types. I will probably make a video of that to show you what exactly community I am, so you guys won't get confused if you want to join. Anyways, I'm trying to read this the best and fast I can. Chapter 10. Rose jolted awake at the sudden noises. People's voices. She could hear at least 5 voices, and 2 of which seemed to be arguing over an unknown something. Rose picked up her phone from her desk, and after checking the time, 1:43 p.m., she crept to where the noises were coming from, preparing to call the police if needed be. The voices were coming from her bedroom. She assumed the robbers, or whatever they were, broke in. She crept up to the door to find it wide open, with no one in there but her newfound kittens. But something that should most definitely be impossible to accomplish, the cat spoke. Okay, guys, pause that. Okay, if you hear noises in your house, call the police. You don't need to go near the voices. Like, I understand, guys, this is a story, but if this actually does happen to you, do not go near the voices. Do not be an idiot, please. We're not in those Jason Voorhees movies or the Annabelle movies, okay? Because if I heard some voices, I would have just, like, locked my door, or just ran outside the house, jumped out the window if I wasn't living in an apartment, or basically call 911, lock the door, and make sure I have a weapon with me. And I just wait there. Or if there's no escape, I would have just gone crazy, but I would have stayed quiet and turned off everything, or just leave it the way it was so they can assume, no one's in the room, Just be, if you're gonna, just don't be dumb about it, please. Because don't do what this character did. Please, I'm begging you not to. Because if you hear voices, more than one voice, there's guarantee you're either gonna get very very beaten up or sexually assaulted or even raped. Come on, kids. We gotta stay real here. So, if you're ever hearing noises, you know your parents are home, but you know your family's there, it's fine. But if you're home alone and you hear voices, you better either get out the house, hide, call 911, and lock the door, or block it, and stay the hella quiet. So please, guys, don't do anything idiotic whenever those situations, because it could lead up to death or very badly bruises and stuff. So please keep your safety heads on, please. Safety caps on. And please don't be an idiot and just empty your brain with, oh, I am so strong. Like, it's just no. Don't do it, because I want to protect my subscribers. So please don't do it. It's really dumb. Please don't. Anyways, continuing. I just needed to rant about that because I didn't want you guys getting hurt or being idiots. So I don't believe my subscribers are idiots, but whoever was watching this, please don't do that. What the character did now. So anyways, continuing. Oh, Chauncey. Oh my god. I thought this was... Oh my god, I'm sorry. I got off in the wrong character. I'm sorry. Okay. Oh, Chauncey, my young master did not order me to cheat in any way. We were evenly matched. The voice of Sebastian explained. You could have ordered him to lie. You said that, though. You dimwit, I did nothing of the sort. CL? Eloise? Rose interrupted, causing all the cats, not just the two in question, to turn around suddenly and look at you. Oh, well done, you two. You woke her up, said Undertaker, not even the slightest hint of humor in his voice, which was slightly unnerving considering he spent most of his time laughing at some jokes Sebastian had made. I didn't do anything. It was all Chauncey's fault. CL cried indulgently, huffing slightly towards the end of the sentence. Oh, like you wish, Eloise argued back, eyes filled with angry fire. Oh, yeah, well, is Rose all right? She looks ever so pale, Claude asked, causing the others to take in her appearance. Her skin was paler than usual. Even with her being sick, there was a cool breath of sweat down her face. She spluttered, How are you guys talking? You're cats. You can hear us? Sebastian asked. No, I was bluffing. Of course I can. Why would I be asking? Rose cried out sarcastically. She began breathing heavily from shock and trying to fight back the prospect of vomit all over carpet. She sat down at the edge of her bed, on which the cat jumped onto. How are you guys talking? She demanded, still heaving and wishing she brought her puke bowl with her. We could always talk. You just only hear us now. About time. How do you think you'll get away with ignoring me? Eloise asked, aiming to thrust his chest out proudly, but instead he made himself look and sound even more arrogant than he already was. I wasn't ignoring you. You would only meow and hiss. Alright. Alright. Settle down. CL broke up the fight by speaking. I have no idea why we're cats, and especially why we're suddenly be able to talk now. And all the times, but Rose is sick. So knock it off, Chauncey. CL finished sternly. Eloise shrunk back in surprise at the tone of authority in CL's voice. Thank you, CL, he said gratefully. Now tell me everything. Why the hell are you cats? Rose exclaimed the last part rather loudly, causing Grell to flinch and puff his tail up. And his tail puff up. He looked reproachingly at Rose, silently wishing for her not to shout as loudly and often. I was doing my paperwork in my office when I called Sebastian. I started to get curious to why he wouldn't come when suddenly I see myself shrinking into a cat and black out, replied C on the bored yet curious tone of voice. Eloise said it was the same thing for him, but obviously he was calling for Claude instead of Sebastian. I was dusting the bookshelves in the upstairs library when I felt a peculiar sensation, which I had never experienced, me being a demon. Then suddenly, I'm much smaller than I usually am, and I also black out, Sebastian explained, Claude nodding his head to show that it was the same thing for him too. I just had finished reaping my last soul of the day when I was magically a beautiful cat in a box, Girl explained, winking. I was making one of my guests pretty beautiful again when I was on the ground with paws instead of hands, and then in a box. Undertaker giggled at the word guest, referring to the other person who had died. Rose thought long and hard, turning it all over her mind, until she started feeling sick at the thoughts mulling around in her brain, and ran to the living room, and she threw up into the vomit bowl. She picked up the bowl and went to her bathroom, where she reclaimed the spot on the bed and pretending as though nothing happened. Yeah, I have no idea why you're cats, let alone in the 21st century. Wait, 21st? The hell? Eloise explained. We're 200 years into the future? Undertaker asked, mildly interested in the whole situation. Yeah, you deadpanned. So wait, where are we and who is the queen? CL asked. London and the Queen Elizabeth II. Wow, that's the name of your fiance, CL, Eloise explained, jumping up and down on the bed for no apparent reason. Sally. Oh my god, I'm messing up really badly. Sorry guys. CL rolled his eyes and muttered, "No shit, Chauncey." Guys, this is back where, honestly, I feel like this part isn't really important to the story. This is just back whenever, the timeline, 18 something something, I think 1884, 1888. So yeah, this is the part, I'm gonna skip this because it doesn't really fit much to the story or is the point of the story. It's just basically saying, like, they were at I think about 4 or 5 people, about, Girls Talk with CL, Eloise, Sebastian, Claude, Undertaker, and yeah, pretty much, and yeah, that was about 6 people. So yeah, talking about how they were feeling weird lately, and then they were just trying to find them. That's basically it. I'm not gonna read all this because it just takes a long time. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna read another chapter since I kind of feel bad for leaving you guys down on the bus, whoever liked this story. So I'm gonna read one more chapter. Hopefully it won't be as long. Anyways, we're gonna skip this. Yeah. So I'm not gonna read the back. I'm just gonna read like where the present, not the past. Okay, guys. Continuing. This is gonna take some time getting used to, Rose said as she sat on the sofa with her laptop, catching up on some missing work that was due, emailed by her teachers. The cats were busy talking to each other, and since she could now understand them, Rose was able to hear everything they said. My deepest and most sincere apologies, Miss Rose. I wish there was something I could do. Sebastian did his best attempt to make a bow, making Rose scoff at his formalities. Sebastian, mate, you can just call me Rose. There's no need for formalities around me. She dismissed typing the last words of her 100-page essay she needed to type up. After that, she put the laptop on the table in front of her, stretched, and went to make dinner for the cats and herself. She had She had long since stopped puking, so she didn't need to be carrying around the vomit bowl. She grabbed the bag of cat food and poured a decent amount into the small 6 bowls for each cat and set it to the side. They came running once they heard the cat food hit the bowls. "Are you sure you want to keep eating cat food?" Rose asked uncertainly, watching them devour the food in front of them. "It's surprisingly good," CL said, simply in between mouthfuls of the stuff. Eloise paused only to nod his head before he carried on with eating the rest of them. Rose shrugged and said, Suit yourselves," before she went to the stove. Pulling ingredients from the cabinets above, Rose started to make her favorite food for herself. The cats patiently waited for her to finish on top of the counter behind her. After making the food, she quickly scooped up into her own bowl, red with the dark brown specks all over, and switched the stove off. She gave each of the cats a scratch behind the ears before she grabbed a can of beer from the fridge and made her way to the sofa. She began to eat. Claude, smelling the alcohol, asked, "Should you be drinking that?" Rose turned her head to the side to see Claude sitting on the armrest of the sofa, gazing intensely at the alcohol drink in her hand. She took a sip before saying, I'm not CL or Eloise. You know, I'm a few years over the age limit." "A few years?" "Yeah, I'm 22, and the legal age here is 18. I'm sure even you can work out that I'm old enough." Rose took another sip to prove that she is allowed to drink beer. Sebastian put his paw over his mouth to stiffen a laugh. Undertaker openly laughed at Claude. Claude, in turn, gave a short huff and jumped to the sofa seal, where he sulked alone. Oh my god, sorry guys, that's sad. But you should... Poor Claude. Anyways. "I know it was," she said, smirking at Claude's ears, obviously twitching in the direction of her voice. His ears then flew flat against his head. Rose chuckled before finishing the last bite of her favorite food and draining the last drop of beer and getting up, dumping her empty bowl and the cats in the sink for later, and tossing the van into the bin next to the door. It bounced off the edge and landed miraculously inside of it. She fist bumped the air before making her way back to the sofa, where she pulled the laptop onto her lap again and started a new essay about whatever subject you guys want. "What a strange contraption," CL muttered while Grail was busy combing himself with his paws. "I don't know how to say that. Silly kitten," Rose chuckled to herself as the confused face made by Grail. "What?" Okay, so I'm skipping this again, guys. This is technically trying to find them evidence. Guys, if you want me to read the, parts where it goes back to 1884 or 88, comment down below. Otherwise, I'm not going to do it because I feel that's going to kind of waste my time. Anyways, it's not really a part of the story, but it kind of is, but not really, so I'm not going to read it. Continuing. One towel holding up her hair and the other one bound across and around her chest, Rose stepped out of the shower to be greeted with a pair of large blue eyes. "Pervert," she said. Rose said. Eloise cackled just as Grail pranced into the bathroom. "Rose, darling, would you mind brushing my fur before I have my beauty sleep?" he asked importantly, brushing his tail, swaying gently in the air behind him. "Why, of course," Rose offered, leaving the room with Grail. "Wait for me!" Eloise yelled and padded out of the room after the two who just left. Okay, guys, that's it. I'm gonna read only two. I already read 2 chapters, chapter 10 and 11. Guys, if you wanna go follow me somewhere else, you guys can follow me on TikTok, Anemo, let's see, Wattpad, and other apps I will put down in the description below. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button, turn the notifications on. Otherwise, hit that bell button and like this video for better and awesome, more quality content. So I wouldn't call my content quality, but I would call it queewity. I don't know. Uwoos. I don't know, honestly. I'll just call it for anime nerds. Or just plain nerds. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed. Like I said again, hit that subscribe button, like this video, and hit the notification bell for more and better videos. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed. Bye, and